Marvelous!
Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. Multiversal Medium here for something completely different. So, with Harvestella kind of going on, I've been wanting to play like a proper farming game. And I might on my channel at some point. But, I feel like I should do something that's kind of related to Rune Factory. Because I really like Rune Factory. But I've kind of played through all the Rune Factory games I own. And, I figured I'd play Silent Hope, which is deeply tied to Rune Factory. It's like a spin-off, which is funny because Rune Factory is a spin-off of Story of Seasons. So it's a spin-off of a spin-off. I guess that's like the Persona equivalent of the Rune Factory series, because Shin Megami Tensei is a spin-off of Megami Tensei. Whatever. Anyways, this game goes into deep lore about Rune Factory. And yeah, it should be fun. I may eventually start playing a better farming game on my channel. It's just probably not going to be Rune Factory, but I also know... What is it? Let's go to sound real quick. Let's get the background music. Say so? Yeah, so. Sound effects. Do not need them super high. Voice always high. Events high. Yeah, that should be fine. But yeah, I know there's a Rune Factory game coming out in February, so I figured I'd do something related to Rune Factory. Maybe get you guys hyped for the new game coming out. Maybe have you guys kind of listen to it while playing the new game. Or whatever.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom where everyone lived happy, peaceful lives. However, this kingdom lost its king. He committed a terrible crime by stealing all the world's words and abandoning his subjects. He then hurled himself into the seemingly bottomless depths of the abyss. After that, no one ever saw him again. His daughter, the princess, mourned her father with an endless flood of tears. She cried and cried for 100 years straight, until her tears had encased her in a beautiful crystal teardrop. Many moons passed. Long after people's memories of the abyss had grown dim, 7 rainbow-colored lights flew from its mouth. Sometime later, 7 travelers arrived one by one at the great crystal by the edge of the abyss. And there, they miraculously heard a voice, the princess's voice, as she began to call out to them.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My chosen ones! I beg you, please grant my wish. My 7 champions guided here by blessed light. Behold, the yawning mouth of the abyss. The king is somewhere deep within its depths. You must brave the darkness below and find him. The abyss is brimming with malice. It seems to have refused you. And I shall offer you my blessing. With this, you may enter the abyss. However, only one person can use its power at a time. Now, who among you will be the first to brave the abyss?
Alrighty. So this is basically just like a class selection kind of thing. And I'm pretty certain we're able to switch classes or characters later. I don't know a lot about this game. Picked it up when it came out. Fiance played it more than I have. All that normal stuff. So let's see here. We got Wanderer, a young adventurer proficient with one-handed swords. No noteworthy skills, but his well-balanced stats make him a solid all-rounder. Warrior, an apprentice blacksmith proficient with great swords. Attacks slowly, has a wide reach, and hits like a brick. Rogue, a live-in maid, proficient with dual blades, specializes in skills that weaken enemies, moves swiftly to make a quick series of strikes. Caster, an academic, proficient with staffs, a poor melee fighter who instead casts various offensive spells from a safe distance. Archer, a forest hunter, proficient with bows, can control large parts of any battlefield with his long-range attacks and traps. Farmer, a young farmer, proficient with pitchfork, uses skills that confuse the enemy and buff herself. An unusual fighter with many tricks up her sleeve. Fighter, a young lady from a well-to-do family, proficient with fists. A speedy, aggressive type who excels at focusing on a single enemy and pounding it to a pulp with relentless attacks. They went the Dragon Quest route with her, huh? Got some Dragon Quest 4 vibes from her. Okay, may as well just start with Wanderer. Seems like it's kinda leaning towards that with how everything was set up visual-wise. Anyways, this game's a bit of like a roguelite, as far as I'm aware. You go deeper into the abyss, you unlock things, it helps you go deeper into the abyss. Usual nonsense. But it is related to Rune Factory. Deeply related.
So this is the inside of the abyss. I'm afraid I cannot see much, only what little the light illuminates. But in the shadows it cannot reach. I sense a malicious presence. Proceed with caution.
Okay. I know some of you guys might not like the chibi design. I'm fine with it, whatever. I'm amazed there's more voice acting in this game than there is in Harvestella. So, got healing potions, got attacks, got dodges. Dodges and attack animations are pretty solid, actually. That's... Alright, cool. Anyways, I want to say one thing before we actually just start rambling, because, you know, I always ramble. I'm trying a different recording setup. So if you notice anything... Oh yeah, that dodge is nice. Not super locked into any sort of animation. That's good. Acquiring items. You will automatically pick up most items, but must manually collect certain ones. Okay, yeah, cool. Swordstone memory. I'm trying a slight different recording setup that should ease my editing process. So if you guys notice anything, choppy FPS, messed up audio, screen not fitting your TV, please let me know. Hopefully it will be fine, but, you know, just part of the process.
The item you picked up. I sense that it contains memories of a weapon. Perhaps with the right materials, you could restore its original form. I will ponder this matter and think of a way.
Okay. Appreciate giant, like, voice from the sky. That happens to just be a random princess. Foraging. Hack fallen trees, weeds, and other objects in the abyss to find useful items. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Look, I know this is just a... Oh, we got seeds. So we may actually be farming in this. That's... You know, I'm fine with us. Oh, bunny ball. It's so bunny. It's so ball. I wonder what happens if you, like, just go down during the tutorial. Something for another time, possibly. Anyways, as I was saying, this is, supposedly deeply related to, Rune Factory. Like, properly handling lore that hasn't been fully explained in a majority of the games. Things like the Forest of Beginnings, for those of you guys that know that kind of stuff. As well as what exactly monsters are. So, yeah, if you like Rune Factory, possibly pick this up if you're fine with the more combat aspects of Rune Factory. I hate to tell you guys, I don't think there's dating in this game. So, I know that's gonna, like, kind of upset probably 80% of all Rune Factory fans. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here and I don't think I've married a character in a farming game since Stardew Valley first came out. Like, not for nothing, but it started to become a lot more obvious as I got older that... Ooh, treasure. Attack a treasure chest to open it, then press ZR to collect any items. Cool. But it became pretty obvious as I got older that farming games and a lot of, like, dating sim kind of stuff were highly marketed to youths. And there's nothing wrong with that. Usually you can easily tell who the market audience of any game is based on, like, who the protagonists are or just the majority of the cast. And, ooh, hot milk rice recipe, pickled turnips recipe, boiled egg recipe, cool. Or just, like, any media. You can pretty easily tell who the heck they're, like, selling it to, depending on who you're meant to relate to in the media. And who you're supposed to relate to is usually the protagonist. Most writers default to that. Good writers can... blocked roads. You can always find a way through a blocked road. Search for a switch to open the path. Cool. Decent writers can have a protagonist you're supposed to actually despise, but you're still drawn to reading their story. Things like American Psycho. You're not supposed to relate to the protag of that. Or the protag of Fight Club or anything, I don't think. Then again, I haven't watched either movie. Why? Because I don't like movies. It's nothing against movies, I just don't like watching them. So yeah, farming games obviously were meant for younger individuals, and I couldn't keep up with kind of the very youthful energy of some of the characters, and I'm like, you know, I feel too old dating you or even talking to you at this point, man. You look like a kid. And it's paired with you acting like a kid, so, no thank you. Not for nothing, but that's a cool design for a mon.
Oh my. That was too close for comfort. What a powerful monster. That crystal is a fragment of my tears. We found one even faster than I'd hoped. This will come in handy. Use it to summon another hero to take your place. Or even return to the surface. Go on. hold out your hand before it and see for yourself. That's it! Now, think about going home. Embrace that feeling.
Sure.
You can trade places with your companions here, but I'd like to show you something else right now. So, please choose return.
Okay.
Try wishing harder, with all your heart.
That's a really cute way of explaining the UI. Like, yeah, you probably noticed when I was selecting the character to play as, like, I kept hitting A and it wasn't going through, so I had to hold A. And it's apparently wishing with all your heart to fill in the bar. That's really cute. It's just a really weird world building bit just for an aspect of the UI. You don't usually see that in games. You really don't.
Hooray! I'm so glad that worked.
Were you not expecting it to work?
Goodness. I find it difficult to express myself properly at times. Conveying your true feelings can be hard.
Another cutscene. Because, you know, start of game. Huge tutorial nonsense. JRPG roguelite. Well, ain't that cute?
Welcome back. Did I surprise you? I borrowed a bit of your strength and made some facilities to support your expeditions. I hope you like them. Remember the item you found? The one which held the memory of a weapon? Bring that memento to the forge. You can make weapons with it there. Now then, you'll need materials in order to make weapons. So let's visit the workshop.
I like how, like, all these heroes are kind of, like, just good at what the heck they are doing. And they all just set up shop over here. It's like, yeah, if we're going to be doing an expedition, we may as well be, I don't know, like, productive while the other one's on the expedition, man. It's actually kind of nice. Let's see. XP, enemies defeated. Ooh, so 1 EXP per enemy. Oh, whatevs. Runes, mementos, recipes, materials. Cool, cool, cool. Stone sword memory. Okay. All those recipes we picked up. Fabric scrap, fodder, tomato seeds, bunny tails, dried logs, rocks, turnip seeds. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool. So I guess we're hitting up the maid? Sure. Wait, no, not like that. Okay. Through this facility's efficiency. Okay, and create stuff.
In order to make weapons and such, you need wood, stone, and various other materials. But logs alone won't help much. So you can use the workshop to make lumber. Try turning a log into lumber.
Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm amazed how much of this game is already voice acted. Like...
There. Now you've got the ball rolling. Unfortunately, it won't be ready for some time. Oh, but before I explain how, we should start a few things at the other facilities first. Alright, let's visit the atelier next.
Okay. Sure. Get this tutorial stuff done.
Ability to turn raw stone into material stone for crafting. Follow the same steps as before to start the process. Wow, you already have the hang of this. What? Now you've made all your requests. As I'm sure you've already noticed, they won't be ready for quite some time. Production on your request will continue while you explore the abyss. So let's keep exploring the abyss while we wait.
Okay. Can I get like farm stuff? Is she just dancing? What does she make? The freaking like noble lady. Okay. Curious. Gaze into the abyss. Oof. That hits weirdly hard. Inside the abyss, it feels vaguely familiar, as if you've seen all this before. Okay. Yeah. Choose floor, change dishes, set out? Yeah. Why not? Why the F not? I'm also, like, I love the chibi art style. It reminds me of the remake of Link's Awakening on the Switch. I know, it feels almost like everything's like a diorama made out of plastic. I think they handled the graphics well. But this area is just giving me like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles vibes. If you've asked someone at the camp to create items for you, they will work on your requests while you explore the abyss, defeat monsters, and gather materials. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, depending on how it's handled, I'm always kind of torn on crafting taking time. As long as it's not as bad as Moko Moko Friends, though, I guess I'm fine with it. Because Moko Moko Friends was just... That was just, like, smartphone level, like, crafting, basically. And, that was a sin. I guess that's a sin I should do on my channel someday. I need to figure out a way to record 3DS stuff. I really do. There's a lot. Like, I know I've been mainly playing, what is it? Switch and, like, Steam games on my channel. A few older games. The reason I stopped doing, like, older PS2 era and possibly earlier games on my channel is, I'm planning on getting, like, a AV recording setup going. That way I don't have to deal with emulator nonsense, possibly losing all my saves because of a frickin' computer crash or something, yada yada. Or my SD card in my Steam Deck crashing and horribly dying, like it's happened multiple times. So, yeah. Hoping to get, like, a proper recording setup for my physical copies of games, and, you know, it feels nice to play those games on actual hardware, you know? Heck, I want to play, we got, like, a light here, so let's deal with this first.
Order's ready to go. Please, come pick it up.
It's cute. It's really cute. But I have, like, a Game Wave. Which I'm certain you guys don't know what a Game Wave is, because it was a stupid failed console in Canada, and I'm on the Canadian border, and I just saw it once, and I was like, I'm picking that up, and I got like 70% of all the games on it. I want to play those games for you guys. I feel like it would be a fun little thing of just exploring Game Wave games. Actually get footage of those games online, maybe full playthroughs. I'm missing like I want to say a handful of games. The only like heavy hitter is VeggieTales that I'm missing. Yeah, there's a VeggieTales game on a horrible game console that none of you guys know. I want to play it. But yeah, like once I get that AV set up, that's on the bucket list, as are a lot of other games. So yeah, that's kind of why I've been doing nothing but Switch stuff, and I need to find a way of decently recording DS and 3DS games, because I've got a good collection of DS and 3DS games.
Your requests are complete. Go see for yourself.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Got some dried lumber. Got some material stone.
You have all the materials you need. You can use them to make a nice weapon. All right, let's go visit the forge.
What you got going
Combine the
on?
faint wisps of memory in a memento to make a weapon. You can also do this to make accessories like rings and earrings. Let's try reviving the first memento you found. Success! As you can see, once you have the necessary materials, you can finish your requests at facilities like the forge and kitchen in a flash. You can equip weapons you receive at the storehouse. Let's go there next.
Okay. Like, I know start of games are nothing but tutorials and stuff. And I know I've given some games kind of like crap for tutorials on my channel. It's something that like teaches you as you play through. It's like, hey, let's do this, is not nearly as bad as like some of the tutorials I've dealt with on this channel so far. So, not upset with this so far. Let's see here. Got a wooden sword. Going to the stone sword era. Old Minecraft energy. Sure.
Equipped! And it looks downright dashing if I do say so myself.
Why, thank you. I think I'm dashing.
Weapons, you'll only grow stronger from here on out. This is but one method among many to consider. If you want to finish something instantly, you can use an item called Sands of Time, or just spend lots of runes. You'll need runes to do lots of things, to be honest. So collect as many as you can.
I'm so not used to like every line being like read and being voiced. I really ain't. I think it was only like Bard's Tale that did this before on my channel, maybe something else. But I'm so used to just being able to like click A dialogue wise and be good. Because like I could finish a thought and then read a text box for you guys. It's really refreshing and nice that this stuff is voiced, but if I slightly talk over dialogue, sorry. It's a different like method to the madness that is this channel, I guess.
You can craft useful items at other places besides the forge, you know? You should try them all out later. Now then, use all these facilities to create better items until you're strong enough to explore the deepest depths of the abyss. I think this is the start of a wonderful partnership.
Okay. Ooh. So, just switch characters. I am curious about the pugilist.
With all of you and the animals here, this place is simply bustling.
Let's switch characters. Sure. Switch characters base. Change characters while at the base camp by walking up to someone and pressing Y. Yeah, sure. Kind of figured that out via UI. Check the fields. Fields. Plant seeds to grow fruits and vegetables here. Use the crops you harvest to cook dishes. Get it, got it, good. What is increasing? Apparently can't do that yet. Let's see here.
The amount of field space makes it tricky to decide what to plant.
So I'm assuming, like, to the right UI-wise, the finish nonsense. How many runes, obviously, is, like, our currency.
If you want to grow, then may I suggest turnips?
Yeah, Rune Factory's
They're
obsessed.
nutritious, and used in many recipes.
Rune Factory is hardcore obsessed with turnips. Just because of the first one. I'm assuming the other UI element, as opposed to our runes, money, whatever,
What would you like to plant?
is how many floors it's going to take. So it would take 3 floors for 3 turnips, or 1 floor for 1. So on, so forth.
Fascinating that the largest of crops grows from such teeny tiny seeds.
Yeah, may as well.
Wait to see how it turns out.
And may as well with tomatoes. Yeah, sure. Sure.
I hope
Get
you're
that
working
going.
smoothly.
May as well get all this stuff crafting. Ooh, the farm. Feed animals fodder and gather products like milk and eggs here. Use these goods to cook dishes. Okay, yeah, sure. Here. Need fodder and need fodder. Okay, yeah. Why wouldn't I?
To hold a festival comparing the milk quality of all the cows? I think it would. I can't wait to see the finished product.
It's kind of cute how the writing's constantly referencing other like Story of Seasons games. Use mementos and materials to create new equipment at the forge. Requests finish instantly. Equip gear to confer various benefits. Some equipment has a slot for magistones, which can grant additional bonuses or change elemental affinity. Use booster parts to upgrade equipment, increasing its attack or defense. You can gain booster parts by desynthing gear and mementos in your storehouse. Okay. So good to know that you can break down things and actually get materials. Process logs and other types of wood here to make lumber, which you can use to craft equipment. Cool, cool. May as well just get all this stuff going.
You returned from an expedition.
May as well.
You think about it. Waiting is part of the fun.
Kind of, I guess, sure. Atelier turns minerals into crafting materials here, which you can then use to craft equipment. Okay. Here. Let's turn all the stone.
Production will continue to advance while you're exploring the abyss.
Good stuff.
I can hardly wait to see how it turns out.
Good stuff. And guess we can check out this as well. Kitchen. Use animal products and veggies to cook dishes here. Unlike other requests, these will finish instantly. Set dishes before embarking on an adventure to receive various buffs. Collect recipes to learn more dishes. Okay, cool, cool.
What amazing technique. I could watch this all day.
So it seems like basically it takes time to get any of the materials, but actually crafting the item is instant. If we're switching characters, the one we switch into will be replaced by the Wanderer because
With everyone here brings back lots and lots of good memories.
He's basically an all-rounder.
So that's how this alchemical process works.
And he'll just be able to do any of their jobs that is missing, basically. Use the storehouse to store items you've acquired in the Abyss and at base camp. You can also use it to organize your inventory and change equipment. Cool, cool, cool. Check storehouse. What do we got going on? Desynthesis. Desynthesize items you don't need with A. Desynthed weapons, rings, and earrings, and mementos will give you booster parts. All other items turn into runes. Okay. We have a way of technically making money in a sense. That's good to know.
A dragon's hoard worth of items just feels so satisfying.
Yeah, honestly, it do. It do. Do. Oh, I guess we already have some, like, turnips, eggs, and milk.
I don't quite know what runes are, but I do know that all things eventually turn back into runes. When you think about it, they have a mystical air about them.
Oh yeah, I guess we could make some pickled turnips. Heck, we could make a boiled egg and hot milk.
We should give everyone a chance to show off their skills with a cooking contest someday. Doesn't that sound like fun to you?
Cute. Anyways, I think it's been enough of an intro into the game. Try to keep these episodes actually at...
Monsters who dwell in the abyss are so very odd. No matter how many times you defeat them, they always return.
Try to keep these episodes short, because doing 40+ minute episodes.
It resembles our long-gone kingdom, but it has no people, not a single soul. So it must be a mere mirage.
This girl likes talking a lot. Anyways, try to keep the episodes around this time-ish. and go from there. Anyways, guys, it's been fun.
Hurry! We must rescue the king.
I'll talk to you guys in another episode of Silent Hope, where I'll probably keep getting interrupted by this girl. I'm just happy she has voice acting.
I'm guilty that I can't fight by your side. I'm sorry I must ask so much of you.
But until then, until the next time I get interrupted, ciao!